I hope everybody is having an amazing Wednesday too. I woke up at 5:30 for some reason, and I have had way too much energy. It's kind of a problem. Even everybody at work is like, "Whoa, Lauren, you're running circles around us." I'm like, "Come on, guys, don't you have the energy that I do?" I would like to blame the time change, but I don't think it is. I think I just woke up. I don't know. It's good. So how is everybody? If you are in here, thank you so much for being here. I can't see like a list of people, but if you want to chat and type something, I can see you. Hi, Kara. So to introduce myself, if you're just joining my podcast for the first time, my name is Lauren. I am the Lolo behind Lolodidit, a hand-dyed yarn business based out of Central Kentucky. I'm also a knitwear designer, and we own a small sheep farm here as well, and we do actually produce our own yarn, which is kind of crazy to say, so that's pretty awesome. So if you want more details, oops, sorry, I kicked the table. If you want more details, you can go below and you can see all of the information about us down below in the description. So I will just jump into it. Let's see who said hi. Hi, Linda. How are you doing? So the title of today's YouTube video is Sleeve Island. You guys, it's been crazy, okay? So firstly, the last like 2 weeks, just dropping all sorts of stuff. The last 2 weeks have been insane. I'm sure, hi Andy from Oregon. I am sure that you guys feel the same. You're feeling the holiday crunch. You're like, oh my goodness, I've got all this stuff to do, and Thanksgiving, I think it's like 16 days away. Yeah. So I am feeling that crunch, which might be why I woke up at 5:30. Thank goodness I woke up at 5:30 feeling energetic and not like, oh my God, I need 500 cups of coffee. Daria said hi, hope everyone's staying warm. Oh yeah, today it's amazing outside. It is I don't know, 65 or 70 degrees. It's so beautiful, it's sunny, but we're supposed to be down to 20 on Sunday, so that's gonna suck. So Sleeve Island. So I don't think on YouTube I have told this story before, but I did tell the story to our community during a Zoom or during a video or something like that. I don't know, one of those things. But I thought I'd share it with you. So this is the Sail Away by Olive Knits, Marie Green. And this is, hi Julie, this is the 4-day knit along from 2022. And what she does is she actually will pre-release this pattern to dyers so that you can get up photos and have kits ready and all sorts of stuff, which is really nice, except for this year was literally she released it on every single thing that could be going on in my life was going on the same week that she's releasing it. It was crazy. So I really did try to get this done, get photos and get it up and inspire everybody to join in, because we have the summer sweater knit along. So we all knit any sweater that you want. So if you join with Lolodidit, we knit any sweater we want. And it's really fun, but generally a lot of people knit Olive Knits. Next year we are knitting a pattern by Hanks and Needles, who is Mackenzie Alvarez. She's awesome. So we kind of pick a pattern, and the majority of people will knit that pattern, but you don't have to knit a specific pattern with us for that knit along. But anyway, so this is the Sail Away from Olive Knits that I knit for this year. And I was like we're doing our very first show. There was family members in town. There's a lot of stuff going on all at the same time. So I decided that I couldn't get this done. Hi Kelly, hi Carol. So I knew that I couldn't. I mean, I was working like a maniac. I had 2 other sample knitters working with me at the same time who actually did finish. Thank you, Carol and Trisha, for coming through, because I was like, I need just one photo for the shop. I just need one photo. If one of us finishes. And so I didn't finish, but what I did was I finished all the buttons, and I got, like half sleeve. Okay, I got a half sleeve, and I got a little bit done on this side. And as you see, I've ripped back a little bit because I realized that I had made a mistake. But anyways, so I got enough done that if I was posing right, you couldn't tell that my sweater wasn't done. And I thought it was funny, and I didn't tell a soul. I was like, just keep my mouth shut. Don't tell everybody that my sleeves aren't done. So then the next Zoom that we had, somebody's like, and I don't know who outed me. Maybe some of you guys in the chat might know. But somebody was like, Lauren, did you finish your sweater? No, I didn't. I took pictures with my arms not showing. So, anyways, I got the pictures up. They're up on the website. So if you want to see the pictures of this sweater, you need to go to lolodidit.com, search for Sail Away, and you will see that I have strategically modeled myself to not show my arms. And we were laughing so hard. My mom was in town. We were laughing so hard we were crying. I'm literally like stitching on the buttons like while going outside to take pictures with like the last light of the day that it was due. So needless to say, I was not having a lot of creative mojo for 2022. I said that in my last podcast. But so after I got the photos done, I just didn't touch it. I really didn't knit much, really, for maybe 4 or 5 months. I don't know, just didn't happen. That's okay though. Everybody goes through those peaks and valleys. That's not a big deal. So now I'm on knitting mojo craziness. I am knitting all the time. I'm knitting all the things. I'm knitting other people's patterns, which I haven't done in a really long time, except for sweaters. And I'm having a great time. Paper Daisy Creations is coming out with a new pattern in a week. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, so I'm not going to tell you the details, but I totally picked out yarn and I'm going to cast on, and I will show that to you when she releases it, because I even emailed her. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to cast this on right now. So I cannot wait to show it to you. So I have been finishing stuff. So I've been on my sleeves, and what's funny, so I got about half sleeves, a little bit further, maybe down to here, enough to do the detail on the arm on this sweater. And I realized that I made a mistake on the math of decreasing, and I decreased way too much. Like I had like baby arms. So I ripped back this side all the way, and because the decreases were just too close, it just didn't make sense. And I ripped back this one most of the way, because if you've been following me for a while, I don't measure the decreases. Like, I'm like, oh, I look down and I'm like, hey, I gotta do a decrease again. And I do a decrease. So I don't really measure these things. I kind of wing it most of the time. And most of the time it turns out great. Like maybe my sleeve's a little bit off on length, but really, I don't think anybody can tell, and when I'm wearing it, I can't tell. So I think that that's a win. I call that a win. Nobody knows. But this one was just way wrong. And I'm sure the reason why was because I was trying to knit it so fast to get those pictures that I was just trying to get through it and just was not paying attention to what I needed to do. So anyways, I ripped back this sleeve. I ripped most of this sleeve back, and now I'm to the point, I think I've got 1 more inch, and then I'm knitting the little motif. She designed this, so this motif is on the sleeve too, which I think is really cute. I was going to forego the motif, but now that I'm in a better creative knitting place, like I'm like feeling it and loving it and enjoying it again, I think I'm gonna do it. So I'm right there, enjoying it so much. And I want to finish this because it's supposed to get cold this weekend, so I'm ready to wear this. So I'm hoping that I get this done this weekend. I used my yarn. This is Bubblicious on Divine Yak. I'm sure I've talked about it before, but Divine is one of my all-time favorite colorways ever. I love it so much. I mean, yarn bases ever. It's just so lovely. I enjoy it. The last sweater that I talked about in the last podcast is also Divine. I enjoy all aspects of it. I like feeling it. I love dyeing it. I love it naked without any dye on it. I love seeing how the colors look. I love photographing it. I love the hand feel while I'm knitting. I love the feel when it's done. It's just such a soft and lovely base, and it holds up so nicely. I actually pulled out my soundtrack from last year, and I'm gonna do a little video. Oh, Kelly says, me too, I'm hooked. I love it. I just love it. And you're knitting your Putney, Kelly, out of Divine, aren't you? I think you are. I think I remember that. So I pulled out my soundtrack, and I was gonna do a little video, a little snippet on how I shave my sweaters. I only do it when it needs it. I do not do it seasonally, but I would say approximately once a year or once every 2 years, I do use a tool to get off the fuzzies of my sweater. So I was thinking about doing that on my soundtrack with a video on it so I could show you how to do that, because I just pulled it out. But really, it holds up very well. I wore my soundtrack almost every day last year doing all of my farm chores for winter time, and I will say that that was pretty awesome. So I was impressed, because I wasn't treating it with like kid glove hands. I was using it. I work outside, you know, I was lugging water to the chickens, you know, when it got too cold. So I used it, and I loved it. And it's so warm, but it doesn't make you sweat so much. You know how the polar fleece, that fake plasticky fleece that like every single brand of outdoor wear uses, it just makes you sweat a lot when you're working outside, and wool doesn't. It's nice, it's breathable, it wears well. I love it. So anyways, okay, enough about Divine Yak. This is Bubblicious, this is Denim, and this is Happiness. And these are the colors that I use for this one, and I love it. Love, love, love it. And then the buttons were in my stash. I bought these years ago for a different cardigan, but they didn't actually fit through my buttonhole, so I had to buy new ones. But these were in my stash, and these are from Catrinkles, however you pronounce it. I don't know how to pronounce her name. Catrinkles, I think. But she has some really great like wooden stuff. I love all of her stuff. I have a lot of buttons in my stash from her, and I have my gauge rulers from her, and I have a whips per inch for spinning from her. So there's a lot of stuff that she does that I really like. So right now in this video, because we're live, if you look at the bottom, she's not linked, but in an hour or so after this goes live, I'll update some links. So if you're watching this in the next few days, I'll put links at the bottom. So, but anyway, so that is my sail away. I'm working on it. Hi, Stephanie. I'm working on it, and I'm hoping to get it done hopefully this weekend. I've got a lot going on, but I'm really trying to take Sundays and chill and knit. Usually I don't do that. Usually, like, especially this time of year in the fall, I work 7 days a week all the time, like all day long. But I'm really trying to make myself do a 6-day work week and spend Sunday, you know, cooking and eating good food and relaxing and talking to my husband or going on a date, you know, and knitting and things like that. So I'm trying. I'm working on it. I'm working on not working. So let's see. I did that. Let's see. Okay. This weekend is the Weekend Sock Challenge, November 11th through the 13th. All of the details are on my website. Right at the top of the website, there are like 3 links, and one of them says Weekend Sock Challenge. It's not in the menu. It's like on the front page of lolodidit.com. So click on that if you want to know more about it. I've also put all of the stuff on Instagram. This is taking place all on Instagram, or if you're in our Lolodidit community. And I am also releasing my 4-hour socks pattern, and this will be free this weekend. So the reason why I called it 4-hour socks is because it took me 4 hours to knit a sock. So I was so happy. These are DK weight, and we do have DK sock sets on our shop. I knit these out of the colors on my USA DK base. This is Night Bus and Amazed. And I don't remember if I have any Night Bus left. If I do, there's only a few skeins, because this was a colorway that I came out with in July. So that's fun. And the other thing that I wanted to show you that I dropped is the other options for patterns is my weekend sock challenge pattern, which was the inspiration for the whole thing, the weekend sock challenge. And the goal is to just knit one sock in 2 days, or as far as you can go. Doesn't matter if you cast on with us on sunset on Friday. Doesn't matter if you finish. The whole point is to participate, to have fun, to challenge yourself to knitting as much on a sock as possible. So join us. This is a really low pressure knit along. It's more about having fun, challenging yourself, making friends, and being in the prize pool. So it should be fun. But this is another one that I want to show you. If you are new to sock patterns and want to do a really quick sock, like the 4-hour sock pattern is pretty darn quick, but these are my Bulkylicious slipper socks. So these are knit out of 3 skeins of Bulkylicious, which is my my bulky sock, my bulky weight. And these make the most beautiful slippers. I knit this out of colorways Anduin and Blue Tourmaline. And this sock is also, it's one of my patterns, and this is a really quick sock. So if you're new to sock knitting and you want something not so scary, this walks you through step by step, and I also have tutorials on it. Plus, because it's bulky, it really doesn't take a long time, and you're learning sock construction at the same time of doing a pretty quick pattern. So I love these. I've worn these quite a few times because I'm like picking off lids. I'm like, be clean. I love them. I do wear them around the house. They are so warm. And I wear them in my slippers. These are too big to wear in shoes, but you definitely can wear them around the house like slipper socks. So, and then I have made socks, like thicker socks, like DK weight socks before, long time ago, before I was dyeing yarn, and put puffy paint on the bottom. I know that you guys are gonna say don't ruin your socks with that, but it's actually really nice if you're worried about slipping. So put a little bit of puffy paint dots, and then you don't have a slippery surface if you do want to use these as slippers without wearing shoe slippers or Crocs or whatever you use as your house shoe. So these are the Bulkylicious slipper socks. So just to give you some ideas for the weekend sock challenge, so I'm donating prizes to the weekend sock challenge, of course, clearly to our website. But also Awesome Bags by Awesome Granny. She donated a bag to the prize pool, which will be for the people who are participating on Instagram. And then she also gave us 20% off. Use coupon code LOLO20 to take 20% off of her shop. That is good, I think, until mid-October. I'll double check in the next podcast. I'll make sure to put a date on there. I do not have a date on my notes, but it's good. I know it's good this week because I know it's good through the weekend sock challenge. So take a look at her bags. They are awesome. So, and then the other person who is donating a prize is Hanks and Needles. And she's donating one of her patterns, the Sonoran pattern, which is a really lovely fingering weight yarn wrap. It's beautiful. So you should totally take a look at that. So thank you guys for the donations to prizes. If you are a maker, You can donate a prize if you want to. I will totally mention you on my podcast and post on Instagram and let people know who you are. You can just email me, contact@lolodidit.com. Let's see what was said. Carol said, I got a bag. Yes, she got a bag, my awesome granny. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Carol. I know quite a few people did. Yeah, Kara said I ordered a bag too. Yay, that's awesome. Thank you guys. So if you are one of those people who wants to donate a prize or needs a little boost or whatever for a mention, let me know. I would love to share your products with everybody else. So on my needles, Kelly got a bag too. Oh my goodness, you guys all got bags. And I think she's probably really busy now. I did cast on my Putney sweater. I have been telling you guys that I wanted to do it. Putney by Amy Loudon, who is Taylor S Studio on Instagram. I bought that pattern a few weeks ago. I'm knitting it out of Ice Ice Baby on Divine Yak. Yes, another Divine Yak. I know, I'm obsessed right now. I did cast on, but I only literally got the cast on, so I'm not even going to show you. There were so many things like that have gone wrong in the last weekend that I'm finally like catching up with myself over all of the things that went wrong. So now I'm like, okay, I cast on like 20 or 30 stitches. I don't even know how many. And I'm like, okay, gotta focus on this. So I'm going to actually I would like to get through the shoulders this weekend. So hopefully that happens. I'll tell you, like maybe it won't happen, but that's the goal. It is actually cast on, so that's good. So I'm down to the last few minutes, so I'm gonna skip. So the last few things are our Christmas colorways are coming back this weekend. Is it possible to fangirl over yarn? Like over my own yarn? Yes, this is totally possible. I am fangirling over Divine Yak. I love it. I mean, really, do you really want to shop with a yarn dyer who doesn't love their own yarn? No, who doesn't love their own colorways? Of course you want to shop with somebody who loves their own stuff. Like, I wouldn't sell it to you if I didn't love it. So colorways that are coming back this weekend, I'm doing a Christmas shop update. It will be, yes, 100%. It will be all Christmas colorways. I'm going to put them on the shop by tomorrow, which is Thursday, November 10th. There'll be Merry Gentleman, Yes Virginia, Festivus, Elf, Joy, Thrill of Hope, and Naughty Mrs. Claus. All of those Christmas colorways will come back for the weekend. I put up this morning. Yeah, Kelly said, go girl. Yeah. Absolutely. I put up this morning our 2 brand new colorways, Autumn Morning, and that one that we didn't name. We have decided on a name amongst our members, and we named it Sugar Plum. Those are both on the shop. And so I got 2 new colorways. I got 7 Christmas colorways coming tomorrow. And then Friday is our one-of-a-kind shop update. And this kicks off 3 Fridays in a row of one-of-a-kind shop updates because we have a million skeins. Like, it's so crazy how many one-of-a-kinds I have right now. So we're doing 3 shop updates because I can't keep up with all of them. So creating the listings takes a long time. So we're doing 3. So the first one is this Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It is time shop update. Anybody who is in part of our exclusive members in the Lolodidit and So Do We community group, that they get first dibs, so they're already up on the shop, and then I will pull them off of their exclusive shopping section. I will put them up for everybody else in our Lucky You section on our shop on Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So check it out. I love one-of-a-kinds too, Daria. They are awesome. We have lots of fun. We're basically a no-waste dye studio, so we try not to waste any dye. We don't waste any yarn. We also test a lot of colors all the time. We're trying to come up with new colorways. So these are all of those things. Everything that has been going on, basically I think in the past 8 months or so. I don't think I've done a one-of-a-kind shop update in that long. So we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of skeins of one-of-a-kinds that we want to get on the shop and out to you. Our Black Friday promotion started. I won't bore you with all the details, but check the very first homepage of Lolodidit.com. You can check our Instagram or Facebook for all of the details on our Black Friday promos, because they're already started, so you can enjoy them. So yeah, that's nine colorways coming out between today, tomorrow, and then the one-of-a-kind shop update on Friday. So take a look. We're having fun. So I have to go. I am moving my podcast over. Like, I'm stopping now with you guys on YouTube, and I'm going over to our members only in our Lolodidit community. The link is below, and if you want to join that, we would love to have you. I'm popping over live with them, with the paid for members. So thank you guys so much. Love you guys. And I will talk to you next week.